Okay, I have a review for another USB wall charger. I've reviewed other ones by different companies before. This one's a little bit different because it also has a port at the bottom. The 6th port is a USB-C port. I'll explain in a second. So it's a 6-port USB wall charger or desktop charger, as they call it on this box. It has a Qualcomm Quick Charge 2.0 port and a port for USB-C products. Let's just see what's on the back of the box, then I'll quickly stop and show you what's inside. Now you probably can't really read this because I've got a broken tripod, so I'm having to film this at a bit of a weird angle and I'm having a little trouble focusing properly, but I'll read it out to you. Its features are 6 ports for smart charging at the same time, so it's not one of those sort of products where it will work with a few in but you can't have them all going at the same time. You can use all 6 ports at the same time and charge up to 6 different things simultaneously. It regulates power with overcurrent protection, and I'll explain a bit more about that because there's a few other little bells and whistles. I'll read it off the side. It has one Qualcomm 2.0 quick charge port, faster than the normal charger. So you have 4 ports which are fast but kind of normal, just a little bit fast. Then you have a Qualcomm 2.0 quick charge port, which is very fast, and I think the reason they don't put them all as it is because it probably would make this product too expensive. So there's one of those, so if all you need to do is charge one thing and you want to do it as quick as possible, plug it into that. Then you have a USB-C port, which it says one Type-C USB port, 5-volt charging, supports things like the new MacBooks and the Nokia, I think it says N1, and new Google Chromebooks, I think they're called. Okay, let's see what it says on the side. Actually, you might not be able to read this very well, but it says overvoltage protection, smart circuit protection, overcurrent protection, overpower protection, overheating protection, and overcharging protection. So that is great. So a lot of things have like overvoltage protection, but this doesn't just have that. It's also got things like overheating protection so it doesn't get too hot and maybe even cause a fire, and it won't overcharge your device and ruin it. So it has overheating, overcharging protection, overpower protection, overcurrent protection, overvoltage protection, and short circuit protection. That is really good. Okay, this is the front of the device. I don't know how easy it is to say, but it looks quite nice because it's got these little kind of design here where it's a bit indented in the middle. Looks quite nice from the front with the logo at the bottom left. So that I was just showing you, if you have it standing up like I do now, it's on the left side. I mean the right side if you're looking at it, and the left side is just flat. And at the back, if you're looking at it like you're now standing up, on the very back here is where the power cord goes in. You do get a power cord included, of course. I don't know if you can get this exact product yet in the US. I'll have to check. And if you can, what I'll do is I'll put the price in UK pounds and US dollars as a text overlay on this video, and I'll include it in the description along with this video on YouTube. In the UK, at least, you get a power cord to plug into the wall, which is 3-pin, UK style. I'm guessing that if this is available in America, you'd get the region's correct plug. In America, the 2-prong, etc. So you do get a power cord, you get the box, and that's about all that's in the box apart from a manual. Now if you look here from top to bottom, you have 4 what they call IS smart charging ports, and then you have a red port. It's coloured red inside. That is the Smart Charge 2.0 Qualcomm smart charging port, which charges stuff much faster. So first 4 regular ones, then the 5th one down is coloured in red so you can tell the difference, and it is a Qualcomm Quick Charge. Then lastly we have this little slot here underneath that, and what that is your USB Type-C port. Now what is USB Type-C? Well, there was USB 1 and 1.1, and then they brought out USB 2.0, and that had the same end as the original USBs, and they're backwards compatible. But if your device and cable were USB 2, you get faster speeds when you're like transferring files, etc. Then they did the same thing again and brought out USB 3.0 and 3.1, and those had the same end, backwards compatible, but if your device was USB 3 or 3.1 and your cable was, you get much faster speeds of about 5 or 10 gigabits a second. Now they've brought out USB-C, which is going to be the future of USB cables. They have finally changed the end. Well, why would they want to do that? Well, it's because the trouble was with USBs, they're quite good, but if you were trying to plug them in, so quite often you would get them the wrong way up and they won't go in and you have to swap them over. And that isn't always a big deal, but if you are doing something, it's a bit of a hard to reach area, such as say the back of a big tower PC, it could be a really stubborn to kind of plug in the cable, and it could be quite annoying at times. Well, the new USB-C type, which is the future of USBs, you can put them in either way up, top or bottom, either way it goes in, so there's no fiddling around, which is really good. Finally, you won't have to fiddle around to get your USB in. They slot in much easier. I haven't got much with it to kind of try it out much, but the back of the Apple TV box 4th gen has a service port which uses that, and I've had plugged in a cable that I've had to review before of USB Type-C, and I've noticed it does go in a lot quicker. You don't really have to think about it or position it right. You just slot it in. It does seem to go in quicker. Well, you might not have any devices at the moment with this. You may have a PC or a Mac, a MacBook, an iMac or whatever with USB 3.0 ports or even 2.0 ports. But very soon, more and more devices, especially computers and Macs, will be replacing their USB 3 or 2 ports with USB-C, such as a new MacBook. There's a new MacBook, I don't think it's a MacBook Pro, but the standard MacBook has just had a new model come out, and there are no USB 2 or 3 ports on it. They've replaced them with the new C-type. So even if you don't have any devices right now with USB-C, it's good to, if you're investing in a wall charger like this, it's good to get one that has at least a port that's USB-C on it, because then you don't have to replace it straight away that you do get a device that uses USB-C. You already have this. For now, you can use its 5 other USB ports, but then when you get a USB-C device, such as a phone or a MacBook or whatever, that has a USB-C, you already have this device with a port compatible with it straight away. So I do recommend that even if you don't have a USB-C device, you get this anyway, because there's 5 other ports that you can use for now, and that one will be future-proof, ready to go for when you do have a USB-C product. Okay, that's about all there is to see on it. It looks quite nice. It's not too big. I'm just going to quick look in the manual to see if there's anything about sizes and specs that you may need to know. Okay, its product name is a 6-port USB charger by AngLink. I think I'm saying that right. It's AngLink, all one word. Its model number is ICH03SQ50. Its size, here you go, it's not very big. It's a little thick maybe, a little bit long, but it's very portable. It's 99.5 by 80 by 29 millimeters. It weighs 193 grams and it doesn't really feel particularly heavy in your hand. Its power consumption is 50 watt. Its input is AC 100 to 240 volt and it's 50 to 60 hertz. Its total maximum output is 5 volt 10 amp, and its QC 2.0 output, and the QC 2.0 output is the Qualcomm 2.0 fast charging port, which is red. That is either 5 volt 2 amp or 9 volt 2 amp or 12 volt 1.5 amp. So it has a few different sort of modes or whatever, different capacities it can use depending upon the device it's plugged in. And its USB Type-C output is 5 volt 3 amp. It comes with 1 year of warranty, and there is, I think I forgot to mention this, no big deal, but there is a LED light indicator on the front there where the ports are to show that it's got power, etc. That light is about 3 ports down from the top, so you have a USB regular port, 2 regular port, and 3rd regular port, and it's pretty much on the right side of the 3rd port down if you can't see it on the camera. And that is about it. There's not much to say, not much to really show you here. It comes with basically just the manual, the box itself, and a power cord. It has 1 year warranty. It has the USB-C port as well as 4 regular ports and a quick charge port. It has loads of over protection, such as like overcurrent, overheating, overcharging protection, which is really handy. I think that is a couple of things you really got to want to look out for when you're getting a big wall charger like this with lots of ports. Look for one like this, or this one. I do recommend this one, that has not only plenty of ports, which is probably the first thing people look for, but also has the USB-C port for using in the future, even if you don't need it now, and also all those over protections. Maybe you don't need all the short circuit protection, etc. Maybe that is just extra kind of fluff or whatever. But what I think is quite important to get is one that has overheating and overcharging, because you don't want to overcharge your mobile phone or whatever and destroy it, and especially if it's some expensive iPhone 6s or whatever it might be, you really don't want to do that. So you really want to look for one that has at least the overcharging protection. And I think you should also look for one like this or this one which has overheating, because you don't want to leave a device or leave this box plugged in overnight or over a weekend and have it overheat and burn down your house. So that is really good. It has over voltage, over short circuit protection, it has overheating, overcharging, over voltage, the whole 9 yards. It's really good. I do recommend it. And a link will be in the description to it on Amazon, although that link may take you to the UK page, but I will put the price in dollars if it's available in the US. Please like and comment on this video, and if you could do me a huge favour and subscribe to my YouTube channel, as it only takes a few seconds and will help me out a lot. Thanks.